Hey guys, how you doing today? I got my other order of ferns that I got from the same lady in Tennessee, and I went ahead and opened the box. Now these were, I ordered these plants right before Mother's Day, and she sent them out the very next day, and boy, I don't know, they have been in the mail for a little over 2 weeks. These are really squishy. That one feels okay. That one is really squishy. This one feels okay. These are the New York fern. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know how they're going to, I don't know how they're going to be. I got 20 of the New York fern. Now these all seem nice and hard. This is a very, very weird fern rhizome in it. I'm sitting out on my front porch today because it's so nice out. The birds are chirping. It's super foggy. I don't know if you guys, it's kind of letting up. You might be able to see a little bit. It's letting up now, but so if you hear any traffic or anything going by, that's why. But I wanted to show you guys these. They just came this morning, and I will pop a picture up on the screen. These here all seem okay, and I got some containers ready. I'm just going to lay them in my container, kind of like how I did before. Now these are squishy, so that was one squishy one, two squishy ones, three. This is a harder one. I'm just gonna lay these in here for now, just like I did before, because I'm not quite ready. I'm almost ready. I've actually been working in my flower beds, and I figure I'll take you guys around and show you some of what I've been doing. Plus I have a garden plant haul. I went down to the nursery yesterday, and I got some really great plants. So I figured we would take a look at those. These are some more of the New York fern. Huh, those are actually sprouting. Just gonna lay them in here. Like I said, I got 20 of these, so. And I'll put a picture up. Looks like the starts are a little mushy. More of the New York fern. That was 5, 10, 15. This should be the last bag of these. That one seems okay. Yeah, I don't know what is up with the United States Postal Service, but this came from Tennessee. It went to Indiana, Michigan, back down to Indiana, went back up to Michigan, to another area in Michigan, and finally came to me. I mean, 2 weeks in the mail, really? That is absolutely ridiculous. See, that one's got a little bit of growth on it. Well, that's good. It gives me an idea of how it is actually growing, but I talked to the seller and she told me how to plant them. She said just lay them down and then put a couple inches of loose soil over it. See, that one's kind of mushy too, but I'm going to go ahead and lay the mushy ones on the top. I got like 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 of them that are mushy, so I don't know if those will make it or not, but it is what it is. Stupid post office. Okay, now I got another container, and these are bluebells. And I will put a picture up of those. These are really neat. These are all just tubers. I'm just gonna kind of stick them in. Just kind of sticking them in up like that. And these will all be going in my shade garden. This one, sorry for the motorcycle, guys, nothing I can do about it. This one is kind of squishy. And that one's kind of squishy too. Stupid post office. God, I just don't get why. That one's got a little shoot on it. I'm just kind of sticking them in. I got my soil in and it's moist, so stick them in like that. Hopefully I'll get these in today or tomorrow. So, okay, let's see what else we got. Oh, these are more bluebells. I got 10 of the bluebells. Like I said, I'll put a pickup on the screen. Kind of nice, they're starting at the top. I know which way they go. Once you look at them, you can tell which way they go. That one's got a nice little start on it. I got one side of my fern bed done, so the rain just never ends. These are really neat. Those all look in pretty good shape. There was only like one that looked like it was squishy, or felt like it was squishy. Okay, now these are the cinnamon ferns. They seem okay. Of course, look, all the fronds they got soft from shipping. Ugh. Stupid post office. I'm just gonna kind of lay them down, let them get some air. Poor things. I still don't understand why the big long journey, the post office needs to get their. That one looks in good shape. It's in. And when you plant these, you want to plant them, you don't want to cover up the crown. You just want to plant them about right here under your soil line. You don't want to bury the whole thing. I'm real excited to get these. These are a lot like my, I have ostrich ferns. That one looks in pretty good shape. She's got a lot of little fronds coming up. You can even smell, they smell kind of musty. You see where a lot of them have rotted off. That's such a shame. It's not the seller's fault at all. Not one bit. It's a post office. And their ridiculous shipping. And a couple of these I'm going to put out back, because I have another shady area out back where I have some ferns. So I want to put some of these out back too. This tuber is in good shape. It's got a little frond coming out of it that may make it. This tuber is in good shape. I'll just kind of stick them like that. And then that one is in good shape. So really I had like 5 of the New York ferns that were squishy and a couple of the bluebells. And all the cinnamon ferns are all good. They seem nice and hard, and yeah, some of the fronds got messed up, but I mean that would have come with shipping probably anyhow, so. But it's just still ridiculous that the post office has to mess around so much. Ugh. And these are just planting instructions. She tells you how to plant everything. So, alright, so that is it. That is my Virginia bluebells right here. And my 20 New York ferns that are weird. They look like little spiders. Only a few of those were rotten. And then I got my cinnamon ferns. I'll take you guys down, and I'm going to set these over here. They're in their moist soil. Get some air, some daylight. I'll take you guys down and show you my fern bed, the one side of my fern bed that I'm working on, and my ferns, and then we will look at the garden plants that I got yesterday. Oh, these come today too. I've been waiting on these for 2 weeks too. I bought 2 wren nests. I got 2 of them. Aren't they cute? I love them. I'm going to go out and hang them up in my smoke tree. But I have wrens everywhere, and I adore them. And I know these nests won't last long, but I just thought they were so adorable. And they're 3 tiers, and each tier has a bottom to it. So it's so cute. But I'm going to take these out and hang them up in my smoke tree, and then I'll probably put some kind of a zip tie around to hold it so it's a little more secure. I don't know how long a nest like this will last. I've never had these before, but I thought they were so cute, and I wanted to show them to you guys, so I brought them out, which I would have brought them out anyways because I need to hang them up. But alright, let's go look at my fern bed and what I've been up to, and then we will look at the garden plants that I got yesterday. Let's go. I got some of my ferns planted, the ones that I got in my first order. I got some of them planted in my containers here, and I just did it a few days ago. But oh look, that one's got a new frond coming up. That's cool. So this is what I've been doing, guys. This bed was all, well, look, a whole wheelbarrow full of weeds. And it looked like this fern bed over here. All these weird weeds that have been popping up. They come up everywhere. They're super easy to pull. And then I got some milk thistle back here that pops up a lot. They're super easy to pull, but you can see my ostrich ferns all popping up. And then back here I have a yucca, and I also have some lilies. These are the tiger lilies. I have those everywhere. So this fern bed has to be dug up, or I mean not dug up, pulled up. The weeds need to be pulled up. You can see all my little ferns popping up, and I got lots of babies down here. Down here, I dug a couple of them up. I'll show you where I put them. But I want to mix all my new ferns in here with all this, and then this is a smoke bush right here, and here is another weed that I missed. But this is a little smoke bush. You can see that it's getting some little buds on it. And I got a little fern popping up there. But those are all of my ostrich ferns. And look at all of my beautiful moss. I love those. Beautiful ash. With all the rain, they have just been popping up like crazy. My beautiful moss. I love my moss. Absolutely love it. But this one is going to be, there's actually two here. See how the crowns of them stick out? Well, that one's kind of hard to see. It's got moss growing up it. But these are all, these shoot out and they have runners. And then the ferns just pop up everywhere. And I love it. I love that. Here's my little succulent. These I dug up and I just threw them over here around this. I love putting these in little, it's a broken pot. But then I have some more lilies over here. Some more ferns. But you can see I've got lots more room for ferns. This is a iris right here. I have a few of these around my house. The other ones are out back. And look, you can see this here fern. This is an old fern that she shot out a runner, and then it made a new fern. But this one is done, and you can tell because they get kind of like hollow. But look at this beautiful moss down here. I love this. I've got like 3 different kind of mosses growing out front here. This is my north side. But see, I want to pop some more ferns in around here that I just got. I see a weed I missed down there. But I've got some compost. I want to sprinkle some compost around. The soil up here is, if you dig down about 2 foot, it runs into clay. But then there's also like a lot of stone. I gotta pull all this out too. Those are all weeds. But you can see it's really stony. There are these tiny little stones. But all my ferns grow great here. So I don't have an issue. It stays damp. This is the north side of my house. It's shady, so everything grows really great here as far as shade plants. Now this here, this is a new plant. Can you guys guess what this is? I'm so excited that I found this. This is an oak leaf hydrangea. This is her picture. And her name is Ruby Slipper. I got 2 of these. And these will be You like my markers for my husband not to have his big feet in my hydrangea? But she's just a baby. I got her down at the nursery yesterday, and then I got another one, and I'm putting it on the other side, so I'll have two big hydrangeas growing up in the front of my house. And then over here I just have some grass. But this here plant, I want to show you guys this plant. Look at it. This is the top view. And I've been racking my brain trying to remember the name of this plant. And I think it's either called Jacob's Coat or... oh, what was that other name I thought of? If I think of it later. But can you guys see what I see? See all the little blooms? This is a gorgeous little plant. Some of them are starting to open. My mom gave me this plant a many years ago. Everywhere I've moved to, I've dug it up. Well, I've only lived in 2 places, but I've dug it up and bring it with me. But look at that. Each one gets little flowers on it. And this one is open. You guys are going to be upside down, but I want you to see these flowers and how they hang. It's not Jacob's Coat. It's oh geez, I wish my mom was here. But each one of these leaves have these little flowers on them, and they are just adorable. That one don't have one. I lied. Just gorgeous. But I love how it flows. It flows down. I have a little walkway right here, which I need to redo. Garden is never done, is it, guys? But then over here, I have my little bird bath. I got this beautiful canna yesterday. And then I got this coleus I put in. Then I got a couple more on each side. So I made that little pot up. And then over here, ooh, over here I've got my old whiskey barrel, and I've got hosta, and here it comes back every year, and my sedum, and it grows down. It's grown everywhere, and I just love it. But I got this beautiful begonia yesterday. Look at that. And it's really soft and fuzzy. I'll tell you, I have such a soft spot for begonias, but I've never seen this before. I've got more of it. I bought one planter, and I tore it apart into three or four different pieces. So I've got it in a couple different pots. And then over here I have my little, you guys have to excuse the mess, I've been working. This is a little well that my mom and dad gave me many years ago. I need to paint it. But I've got, you can see the sedum is just coming out. My husband hates it, and I love it. It just looks like it's overflowing. But I planted some of my coleus in here, and then I have some fern in here that comes up every year. The coleus is new. And then over here I have a planter that I made. This is hostas. They're the lime something, I forget. I can't remember the name of it. I've had these for forever. But these have been in here for a long time. I just added a coleus. My ferns have been in here. I got another one over here. A couple of them. And then I have the same container over here. I actually made these containers out of pavers and for right in front of my driveway. And then I did some work in here. I moved up some of my hostas. I dug them up. They were right here. I dug them up and put some right here. I need to finish putting my border. But I got a lot of more work to do over here. I'm going to take all that grass out. I don't want that grass there no more. And then I got more hostas. Do this without killing myself. I've got more hostas and ferns over here. And I want to separate some of these. And I think what I'm going to do when I take all this grass out, I think what I'm going to do is spray it. Because it's super hard to get rid of. And it's way harder to dig out because the root system is just massive. I don't know. Maybe I will just leave it there. Pull out all this dead crap from last year. It's some kind of a perennial ornamental grass. I forget the name of it. It's been here for years. But my hostas are just popped up. They just shoot out new hostas all over all the time. But I want to move, as soon as my husband moves the boat, I want to move some down there in that corner. And then I might put a couple more out front. I dug a bunch of hostas out front, but you can see all my ferns. That's a runner fern. They go everywhere, and I don't mind it. I love the ferns running. But I got look at those cute little, I can't remember the name of these either, guys. Sorry. It's just a little spring flower. Bluebells or corbels or something. But they're just like a tulip or a daffodil. Or hyacinth. They bloom in the spring and then they die back. All the foliage dies back and they come up every year. I love them. I got more back there and I got some out back too. But I wanted to do like a circular around here, and then I think I'm going to leave this bunch here, and I've got a little one. Well, how was I looking at that yesterday? See, these are two different kind of hostas. These are the big leaf. They get huge. And then these are the blue. They're like a blue hosta. And I can't remember the name of them. I'm sorry, guys. This is stuff I've had for years and years and years. So, I don't remember the name of them. But these hostas, the big leaf, oh man, they get huge, and I love them. They're one of my favorite. Well, I think they're my top favorite. The leaves on them get huge, like kind of like an elephant ear. And then these stay more compact, but they're more of a blue color. And then they've got like a silvery outline. Can you guys see the silvery outline? And these kind can actually take a little more sun. So you can put them, like these get a tiny little bit of morning sun. Not much at all, but they're majorly in the shade all day. Oh, there's another little fern popping up. But these you can actually put in a sunnier area. They're really neat. Hostas, I know most people think hostas are shade, like a deep shade, but you really can put them in a more sunnier location. Okay, I'm going to stop yapping about my hostas, and we'll go look at the rest of the flowers that I got yesterday. Here is my other hydrangea. She's the same as my other one, the oak leaf ruby slipper. She will go on the other side of the porch. And then I got this Silver Falls. This one goes out back in my planter that I already made, that I planted up a couple weeks ago with my begonias. I'm going to put this in to drape down the center. A pretty little plant. I love that. And then I have another coleus. that I got. I don't know what I'm going to do with her, but I'll figure it out. Now this plant, this is a plant that I have been wanting for, ouch, a couple of years since I seen it on Garden Answer with Laura. I love Laura. I watch her every day religiously every morning. And this is a Brennera. It's called Sterling Silver Heartleaf. And these are just gorgeous. And this is also a shade plant like the Hosta. And they get pretty little flowers on them. Now I tore the flowers off. But it had, well, like here's one that's rotted up. You can't tell, but it had a flower on it. But I tore it off. I don't want the flowers to grow. I want the foliage to grow. But you can see it's got new growth down in here. And it's just, well, here's some. It gets a little tiny flower head on it. But just look at this. Now you tell me this is not gorgeous. I'm not sure where I'm going to put it. But I seen it and I had to get it. And I just, oh, look at that. And it's really soft and fuzzy. I've been waiting and waiting and waiting to find. I wish I would have got another one. I did end up putting a couple other plants back. And I wish I would have grabbed another one of these, but I didn't. And it's okay, because this will also spread, so. Anyways, let's move on. This is Persian Blue Catnip. This is a sunny area. This is gonna go out back in my west garden. But these get beautiful little flowers on them. I've got regular catnip growing back there everywhere, and my bees love it. And I wanted to get this, and this will also bush out, and it will travel. So if you don't want it to travel, it might not be the plant for you. Look at this one, guys. Isn't that beautiful? I hope the lighting is okay. But this is a black beard tongue. This is also full sun. This will go out back in my sun garden, in my sunny part of my garden. Isn't that gorgeous? And the foliage stays this color. Look at that. And then all the new growth and the flowers come out of the top. Just beautiful. But I'll tell you, anything that is this wine color or burgundy, I love it. Okay, now I think I got a couple more things to show you that I got. I showed you that, and I showed you that. This is another hydrangea. That's the one that my son got me for Mother's Day. I put her in a pot right here next to my little baby. And there's my jungly front porch. I'm not even done yet. This is actually some ivy that I had over in my shade garden. I have this ivy in a pot, and well, I threw it away last summer. I didn't want to bring it in the house because they're like spider mite magnets. So I took it out of the pot and I threw it on the ground. And when I was pulling weeds yesterday, this is what I found. Now, I did cut the ends off. Sorry, I had a cough and jag. I did cut the ends off because they were scangly. Look, you can see the moss. The moss is growing on it from where it was in the ground. But I didn't know where I wanted to put it yet, so I just threw it in that container for now. But this is the other arrangement that I made. This is my little flower box right here, right off my porch. I got this beautiful little plant, and that was I saved the tags. Oh, Now, this is this one. Isn't it gorgeous? Also, the burgundy. Oh, beautiful. And this is a impatient hybrid New Guinea Harmony Raspberry Cream. Isn't that color gorgeous? I'm not big on pink, but it's such a dark pink that I like the leaves, and it just looks very tropical. I thought I saved the tag for this little white one. I don't know what I did with it. Oh, I hear geese. Well, I can't find the tag. I don't know what I did with them. I thought I stuck them right here in the box. Well, anyways, here's more of that begonia. I put a piece of that back there, and then my ferns have been here. I stuck some more of the little sedum down in here, and then these are cuttings off my coleus. I took a couple cuttings off of each one of my coleus that I got yesterday. I tried to pick the biggest ones that I can, and then I just took cuttings and stuck them right down in the soil. I got those on each side, along with some of my sedum. It'll grow down and get really long, as you can see. Like, well, that ain't getting long yet, but it will. It'll get really long. And then I've got another begonia right here. And then these are my ostrich ferns. They've been here. But I put something in this window box every year, but I really like this, and I love these little guys. I wish I could find I swear I stuck the tags down in here. And this is just one plant. I put it in the middle behind here, in between my fern and my impatient. I stuck it down in there, and then I just separated it and then put it down each side, because I don't mind spending money on perennials, because, you know, I know that they'll come back every year, but I am pretty darn cheap about annuals. I don't like spending a whole lot of money on annuals, so I do what I can to cut that back. I think I buy more coleus than I buy anything, because I just love the coleus. And you can propagate them so easy, and you can have them all over your garden. I was actually thinking about putting a few out front. I bought 4 containers of these guys. They were on clearance at Lowe's. I got them for, what's that say, $1? And there's 4, 8. There was 8 in each container, and I got 3 or 4. But anyways, you know, and but I was thinking about putting my red coleus. Here, I'll show you. This one is my favorite. She's got mud on her. I think it must have rained last night. But I was thinking of putting a coleus right here just for a pop of color. I mean, it'll get bigger, but I think I'd love to find a couple more like this. But this one has, see, she has a lot of stems that I could cut, and, sorry, I'm not even showing you, but she has a lot of stems that I could cut and propagate, so I might do that. But she's got a lot of dirt on her. And I love this canna. And I picked one that had a ton of babies. She's got 1, 2, 3, 4. She's got 4 baby shoots coming off of her. I could even take this whole bucket, because I just got it in a container. I could put that whole bucket like right there and set it there. That canna, because this all gets morning sun and then early afternoon sun. It stays in the sun longer than this does. But eventually, right here, what I'd like to do is I'd like to take all this grass out right here in this area and put a big hydrangea right here. I really want to get an Annabelle. You guys can see I have hostas right here, but they're not looking very good because we got 2 or 3 nights of a cold snap, and it wiped them out. You can see they're squishy. I mean, this is out. And like these over here, you know, they're all up against the house, and it kept them a little more protected where these are out. But this is one that I was telling you, she's in a lot of morning sun, and then she gets shady for a little bit, and then she's in the hot afternoon sun. And this hosta right here gets gorgeous. It's huge, it drapes over, and it's just gorgeous. There's some black-eyed Susan coming up right there. But these are all lilies. I would leave my lilies there. Then I got all kinds of violets coming up. The stupid wild morning glory. Oh God, I hate this shit. I mean, excuse me. Stuff. It strangles out everything. But yeah, I'd like to dig this out and put, I'd like to get a hydrangea Annabelle and put right here and dig all this grass out. I had a rose bush here for years, and I dug it up and moved it, and it's right here now. But see, I've got all this black-eyed Susan coming up. Oh, I want to take you out and show you my irises that are in bloom. These here are just starting to open. They're not open yet. These are a rust color. And then I've got stargazer lilies mixed in with them. Some snow on the mountain. And some yucca, or not yucca, yarrow. But the snow on the mountain, ugh. There's some bee balm milkweed coming up right there. I'll let that come up. I've got more coming out. But here we'll walk out and I'll show you. I've got weeds everywhere, guys, so just ignore it. And the rain has made it worse. But I'll show you these guys again when they come up. These are all along my fence post right here. And this is my other rose bush. It's not blooming yet, but... And then I've got iris daylilies all along here. And then all the way down. These are a beautiful yellow. And then that one is a red and yellow. And more snow on the mountain. I've got a daisy right here. I need to feed her and give her some magnesium. She's turning really, really yellow. And I don't want to lose that daisy. This area right here is some fountain grass that comes up every year. My husband cuts it down with a lawnmower and then it just pops back up. It's beautiful. It looks like it's half dying out, but I need to come out here and feed her too. There's my beautiful purple bearded iris. The rain has just demolished. Is she pretty? I love the purple. I just got these a few years ago. I've only had them a few years, but they're so gorgeous. The rain is just, come on, open up. Is she gorgeous? I love her. Then I got another rose bush right here with a shitload of weeds on it. Oh my God, this is gonna take me a year. You see, I've got more hosta right here, along with more yarrow. This was actually the yarrow that I have in my yard. It was my grandpa's, and he gave some to my mom. It's got the white, it gets the white blooms on it. But, and then she gave me a couple hunks, And I have it everywhere in my yard. I love it. It's so soft and fuzzy. Then I have more of these little... Oh, God, I cannot remember the name of them. And a big-ass weed. And then here is my... Oh, my God, I thought I'd just seen a snake. I have tons of snakes around here. My alum. Alum? I don't know how you say it. Alum. They're all coming up. I love these. Linda, these are what I gave you the seeds of last year. And then I have some more, oh, I can't remember the name of these. They grow, when they bloom, they hang upside down. I'll show them to you guys when they start coming out, when they start blooming. Those are gorgeous. When these get done blooming this year, I want to move my alum and these back here in this corner. Don't mind my bushes. I haven't got my bushes trimmed yet, and they look horrible. I like how they drape over the fence, but I need to cut the top, and it is just a mess. All this rain has just made everything grow insane. I've got roses on the other side, but I want to move these and this back here in the corner. And then I had a wisteria growing down here, and it died back like they do in the winter, but half of it rotted. But I can see it's starting to pop up again right here. So I don't know. I'm so tired of fighting this plant. I've had this plant for oh God, I had this still when my daughter lived at home, so maybe 6 or 7 years that I've had it, and it just, I don't know, it don't like my soil, or, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with it, but let's go look at my roses, and then I will see. I have more of the yarrow around my old apple tree, which we're getting ready to cut down. It's all dying, so we want to get rid of it, and I think we're going to put a pine tree right here. My husband loves pine trees. So I've got some roses right here that were given to me by my mother-in-law. She couldn't keep them alive. They kept dying. Or, well, she thought they were dying, but I don't have no problems with them. This one is a climber, and I think I'm going to dig it up and move it out back. She's starting to get buds on her. You see the buds right there? And this is a mess. See what I'm talking about with my bushes? Usually I keep these all trimmed. Usually I have them trimmed by now, but their spring has just been so weird. Rain, 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 and now they really have taken off. These are all weeds I gotta take out. This is bushes that my mom gave me quite a few years ago. I wanted to plant them around my fence, but I like them when they drape, but I like to keep the tops trimmed, and then I try to keep them off the ground, so usually what's ever hanging on the ground, you know, I take off. But I think this rose bush I'm gonna dig up and move out back. I don't know. I mean, I had another rose bush right over here, but oh wait, no, here it is. No, that's part of the other one. I think the other one must have died off. Oh no, here it is. No, that's not a rose. Jeez, I need to have my glasses on. I can't see a daggone thing. And then I have another bush over there. Everything is such a mess right now, guys. I'm embarrassed to even show it to you, but hey, you know what? This is life. This is real life. So this is another rose bush with a weed bush. Jeez, and my yarrow. See how it's grown into my hosta? I'm going to have to, well, it looks like my hosta, yeah, it did. My hosta is spreading over here. But this all needs to come out, and this is easy to just kind of break it off. I mean, break it down a little farther, but I think I'm going to have to move her. She's taken over my hosta, because I had a hosta on each corner. That one died off. I don't know why, but it did. But I'll never get all this done before the heat sets on. So it is what it is, though, right? I wanted to show you guys my peonies. They're all coming into bud. Well, Linda, when we were talking about that, our peonies the other day, I like spaced out on that conversation. It looks like I had a peony right here too. It looks like I lost her. All I see is weeds. And I know why I lost her, because my husband came out here with weed spray and he killed, look what he did to all of my tulips. And man, I love him, but he needs to back off of the weed spray. I had tulips all the way up into here. I had hostas. Look, here's a hosta right here that it looks like he sprayed, or the cold got it, and that stupid limb fell out. But yeah, guys, I got a lot of gardening to do. And what really sucks is if I don't work all weekend, because by Monday and Tuesday, and then the rest of the week, it looks like it's going to be 80, 85, and 90s. And this little girl don't do that kind of weather. So I'll come out early in the morning and work. But once it starts getting really hot and humid, you ain't gonna see me out here. Besides to water if I have to. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna let you go. I've taken up enough of your time, and I just wanted to show you all my goodies. And I will let you go, and I'll talk at you later. Have a great day. And if anybody knows the name of this beautiful plant, it smells wonderful. I cannot remember the name of it. All I keep thinking of, Jacob's Ladder. I think that's the name of it. Jacob's Ladder. I think. But it's gorgeous. I love it. Alright guys, I'm going to let you go, and I will talk to you later. Bye. Peace.